the Wild is the first track on the new record, Drink the River. And it's about the call of being out on the road and what it takes to essentially keep going when you're out there. We all have things as travelers, we all have things that bring us back home. And this is a song about the heart that's at home and the mind that keeps you on the road.
Gray sunrise, interstate, far away eyes, license plate. I left all my love out on the road.
We haven't had a sound quite like this track in my last few records, and we felt that with its drive and with the harmonies, and especially the message, that it was a great way to open up this record that is a spiritual one.
I'm a reckless child, born to the wild.
Even Jesus Got the Blues is a song inspired by a friend of mine growing up who was dealing with the weight of an addiction that he could not overcome.
Coming along now on muddy feet, crossing the churchyard, better believe, speaking of God, fearing folks in the pews, as the preacher gives the news. Even Jesus has got the blues.
Drink the River is the title track of my next record, and it talks about the inevitable current of the river flow and how, sometimes we're clean and sometimes we're dirty, but it's all part of the shared human experience.
If I were a fisherman of hopes and dreams, I'd buy me a boat and take it out to sea, cutting waves, dodging storms, casting nets down to the ocean floor. Worst case, we go hungry and blame our luck. Have a drink, act like we don't care so much, but to keep on swimming, cast away, hooked on your own line from just the other day. And I can't drink the river to dry the land, bury the ocean beneath the sand, but I can love you until the tide pulls me under by and by.
Heart Don't Break is a song about, balancing things in life. With the good comes the bad, with the sunshine comes the rain, with the healing comes the pain. And so I wrote a song about how sometimes you have to suffer to heal again.
Don't you know, under it all, there's a fine line between the darkness and the dawn. Well, if there ain't no healing without pain, the sun without a little rain, for every giving there's a taking, and there ain't no loving if a heart don't break.
All I Can Do Is Write About It in a Song is a cover that we put on this record as an ode to one of my favorite bands growing up, Lynyrd Skynyrd. The song talks about preserving what you love, which in this case is home, and we thought that it fit well on the record because it's a recognition of the place you come from, and there's a lot on this record about origin and about what it means to be part of something. So we decided to put this Lynyrd Skynyrd cover, All I Can Do Is Write About It, on the record.
Take me in line for that
So I grew up West Nashville, and I've seen a town change a lot. So all I can do talks about like the concrete or like the development of cities. This song rings very true because as a local, you watch Nashville change into a giant city over time. And when you want to preserve, your home and you're proud of it, this song is a message that I think about every day. The song Marigold comes from Marigold, Mississippi. And I heard a story about this one couple about my age. And the last year or so, the wife had recently passed away, leaving behind husband and kids. And if we have a task or responsibility as songwriters, it is to keep memories alive and stories alive. It's about loss, and it's about contemplating, what that loss does to a person or a significant other in this case. That emotion is something that we can all connect to. Hope and despair, joy and pain, those are all things that we can access as humans and we can share. And so I seek to bring the emotion from Marigold, Mississippi, from this story, from this young couple, to folks everywhere. And that's the story behind Marigold.
Her cancer gave no warning, dug its roots into her ground. Wild as the kudzu on the highways of the South. Barely time to dream of better days to get her by. She was gone in the blink of an eye. Time to time we all lose something, but it ain't worth nothing to me. Like this, all broken. Lord, if you can hear me, I swear to leave you alone. Please pick up the phone. I want you to know that you can take me when she goes. Marigold. Marigold.
I wrote the song Lidocaine. I was in an Uber once, and the driver was telling me about how she'd, recently been dealing with this development in her health, and how the doctors had told her something pretty scary, that she was dealing with early dementia, and she had about 5 to 10 years before it was full blown. And sitting in the back seat, kind of all I can do as a songwriter, as a collector of stories, and as a storyteller is to sort of share her experience and capture what she was feeling at the time, which is something we all face at some point in our lives. Being, what would you tell your loved ones? What would you tell the people around you if you knew that your time was being cut short? And ended up with the song Lidocaine.
Ain't no telling where I'll be when the sun come up tomorrow. So make me laugh, make me cry, read me something happy from the Bible. Lord, I know I'm not insane, just I took a turn off memory lane. And did I pray? Didn't I pray not to forget you before I'm gone?
Eveline is from the first record I ever put out in 2019, the Farmland record, and we decided to redo it for Drink the River. Since it was so raw in its original state, we felt that it deserved an opportunity to be a bigger sound, and folks gravitated so much towards this song, we thought it would be fun to go back and give it a little more love, and that's why it ended up on this new record.
Wheels of fortune, the way we ride to Arizona in better times. Gambler skinny, suit and tie, going under.
Eveline is a sweet, regretful song about looking back, and it kind of captures the fact that we as humans kind of hurtle forward and rush through our lives, and at times we look back a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years and think to ourselves, what if we've been wiser? What if we've been more humble or made a right instead of a left? Of course, those choices are already made. They're in the past, and this is a song about wishing that you had done differently.
Eveline, Eveline.
The song comes from Birmingham, Alabama. I have some friends down there that own some land, and last summer they had to chase some folks off of their land, literally, because there were some kids up there breaking stuff, stealing stuff. So my girlfriend's dad rolled up there one evening with his truck and held these kids at gunpoint until the sheriff came and took them away. They've been pestering them all year long, and I was inspired to write this song because regardless of where you come from, whatever side you're on, we're all a little bit territorial. And the song basically says, don't touch my shit.
One day two knucklehead fools come philandering over the hill. Yeah, I heard it was one of the Bradleys, or whichever one ain't in jail. Slipping down under the fence, drunk on Mountain Dew, straight up the double-barrel side. A dad sawed off Busteroo. Talking back a grin, he tells him, property line, keep on your side, I stick on mine. You come wandering up this way, a little too long, sure to find red hot smoking in my property line.